a young dreamer becomes a Jedi Knight. A Jedi is twisted by the dark side. And as the Force awakens, a hero rises up to save the galaxy.
Alright, since y'all already know that Lucasfilms bring in the highly anticipated LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, into consoles and PCs this April 5, you might as well consider the fact that it's actually getting an extended universe DLC, including content from The Mandalorian and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Well, actually not just that, 2 more DLCs, the classic characters and trooper packs, will also be available on day 1 and due out on April 19th and May 4th, one after another. Check this out.
Across the galaxy, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga lets you experience the many thrills of your favorite battles. New combat mechanics allow for greater mastery as you plunge into the action and defeat enemies both big and small. String attacks together to form impressive combo chains that deal significant damage to enemies. And fend off oncoming attacks using counter-maneuvers designed to defeat foes in styles tailored to your favorite characters. New blaster controls and mechanics put you right in the middle of fierce battles and let you aim with skillful precision.
Alright, now considering we've got a few months before the Radical Dreamers edition of Chrono Cross hits the market, Square Enix, I believe to make sure there's enough hype, is releasing some new clips. Well, here's one, and if you should know, the Radical Dreamers edition comes with visual improvements and a better sound quality, better character designs, and an option to make it look like the old one. So check it out. This game is coming to PCs and consoles as well, come April 7th.
Role-playing game, the campaign is only the first part of your journey. If you're craving more challenges, you can delve deeper into this world with an incredibly satisfying endgame content and seasonal updates.
Alright, moving on, well, specifically for those of you who actually been counting some days to play the new RPG, Knight's Tale, well, here's the thing, the fine folks at the development team announced a slight delay and that King Arthur will now launch on April 26th instead. For those of you new, however, King Arthur Knight's Tale is a turn-based tactical RPG that was unveiled 2 years ago and out of a Kickstarter campaign. We'll take a look. This game is coming to PCs only this April and for consoles at a later date.
Appearing endgame missions, you'll have the chance to level up further, collect incredible treasures, and equip your characters with the best gear to face the ultimate danger. The plight might seem endless, but even nightmares can end. With enough fortitude and skill, you can overcome the cruelest bosses, such as the Great Worm or King Bress. And at the end, if you're still alive and kicking, you can challenge Baelor, the Fomorian god himself.
Moving on to see MLB The Show 22. This game now launches April 5 for basically every single console in addition to PCs. Personally, not much of a sport gamer myself, just enough to know that it's an upcoming baseball video game based on major leagues and will actually offer online multiplayers with up to 3 friends at once. Check it out, this is how the game actually looks like. you should know, Team 17 has been home to some of the greatest indie games such as The Blasphemous, Hell Let Loose, Overcooked, and etc. And well, here's what I'm getting at. Team 17, the company, just teamed up with another developer and came up with a brand new IP called The Serpent Rogue, an action-adventure sandbox roguelike in a medieval setting. That's all I know. Check it out. The Serpent Rogue is on its way to consoles and PCs come April 26, and it's actually available to play through a playable demo on Steam for free right now. We have Ganryo 2 Hakumaku Jiro. In case you're wondering, yes, the sequel to the 1999 classic side-scrolling platformer that is now on its way to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and also PC's April 22nd. Well, not much to say other than it's actually set in a universe that takes place in a feudal fantasy Japan and based on a series of books, in case you should know, so take a look.
Compelling, expansive, and powerful. The incredible landscape and culture is so diverse that every time you travel, you'll discover something new.
Now, the folks at DigixArts now actually bring in Road 96 to the PlayStation 4, 5, and both generation of Xbox consoles as well, come April 14th this year. In case you're wondering why it is actually in this list, the game is currently out on the Nintendo Switch and the PCs only. Road 96, for those of you new, is a story-driven adventure, kinda sorta mixing survival elements with a branching structure about a certain road trip. This is how the game looks like, and it is, well, to be honest, to me at least, a one-of-a-kind game in at least a couple of ways, if not the graphics. Check it out.
Once you've discovered Petria's beauty, you'll never want to leave.
We have Outbreak Contagious Memories that was premiered at the Game Awards, but I've personally missed out on the announcement as well. A survival horror, narrative-driven game that throws you back to the old 90s, pretty much inspired by the classics, retro, in which you can actually team up with other survivors to escape a city overrun with zombies. Check it out. This game is coming to PCs and the Xbox consoles only, acting as a Microsoft exclusive, and due out April 6. Moving on, we have, by My Hero 1's Justice developers, the just announced and self-described as an, well, I guess I quote, a new sense drawing action game going by Abyss Memory, Fallen Angel, and The Path of Magic. This game is on its way to the Nintendo Switch and PCs via Steam and will launch April 28th with a playable demo on the way coming in about a week from now. Check it out. And last but not least, about 7 days back, Atari went on and unveiled a brand new puzzle platformer called Kimbenera. A really gorgeous, neon-y, sort of classic pick-up-and-play IP like the ones they actually used to make back in the 80s. Check it out. Kimbenera is scheduled to come out to PCs, the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation and Xbox consoles in both generation. Atari VCS as well, dude, iOS and Android later on April this year, somewhere between mid to late. Check it out.